anytime soon, or?
I spoke to David yesterday, and it's just getting all formatted. And he said that because they've released a poster with all the books on that they're going to be publishing, and mine was on there, and it said October. So I think we've got about another month to wait just for it to get formatted and T's crossed and I's dotted and stuff, and then it'll be out there. And then as soon as I know, I'll let everyone else know.
Yeah.
I'll just send it out there. So but it'll be my first ever paperback. I've never had a paperback, so this will be my first one.
I bet you're so excited, aren't you?
Excited, nervous, anxious. You know, it's like having a child and sending them off to school. It's like, oh, here we go. He's going out into the big wide world now, and let's see what people think.
I'm sure you'll be fine, mate. I'm sure you'll be fine. So what sort of place is it going to be like? Is it just going to be in all like major bookstores sort of thing, or are you know?
I think from what I gather from what I've read on Facebook stuff, I mean, it goes on Amazon, and you can download it in Kindle, or you can buy it in paperback.
Yeah.
But I think that if, like with other Kindle books, if there's a major sort of like run on it, bookstores can stock it if they want to, get people asking for it.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
We'll just see how it goes. Yeah, just see how it goes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to walk past my local bookshop, walk past the window and see my book in the window. That would just be a dream come true for me.
I bet it would be. Or see a sign in the window saying Saturday the 31st of September, Simon Neilson signing books. That'd be awesome.
God. Don't, mate. Oh, don't. I think I'd faint if that happened.
Yeah, wake up.
I would faint. Oh,
that'd be a dream, isn't it? People coming to see you.
I don't think if I ever had to do a book signing, I think I'd sit there just with this insane grin on my face just for the whole day, because I just couldn't believe I'm there. So.
Oh, so yeah, that would definitely be a life changer, wouldn't it? I think that's when you know you've hit it. When people have booked to come in and like sign books for. Oh, that'd be fantastic.
That's just dreams come true. That is. I mean, I haven't actually thought that far down the line. I've just thought, okay, let's get a book out there and see what it's like, and then we'll go from there. And I don't want all the big fame and fortune. I don't want to be a celebrity author. I just want to write stories. And if I can write full time, I'm going to contradict myself here, because if I can write full time, if I can earn enough money from writing to write full time, that'll be a dream for me. But then I want to be a celebrity, and I don't want to be massively famous. I just want to write books. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, it's just something you enjoy. It's more of a hobby than anything, I can imagine, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think most authors would tell you that. Most authors will say, look, I'd love to write full time.
Apart from the ones that are minted. They'll go, do it for the money.
Apart from the ones that are minted who, yeah. But it's nice. I mean, I speak to a few of the indie authors on Facebook, and some of them established, some of them have got new books coming out, and they have a similar attitude from when I talk to them. They say, look, all I want to do is just get my story out there, and that's the first and foremost, is just wanting to write your story. Somebody told me, if you write for money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And I've been writing stories, poems, and everything since I was about 16, and I'm not a millionaire, and I've never made money out of writing, so hopefully I'm doing it for the right reasons. So. Yeah,
definitely. I think if you can make a little bit of extra money for on the side, for the side pot sort of thing, that'd help. But, you know, as long as there's something you enjoy doing, then that's amazing. As long as it makes you happy to write.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it beats doing a day job.
Yeah, oh, gosh, wasn't it? I'm just looking at some of the reviews you've had for Caleb online. And there was some good ones. You've got
Caleb.
No, this is for the Apocalypse Room.
Oh, the Apocalypse Room, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't looked at Caleb yet. We've got excellent, real page turner. Once I started reading, I couldn't put it down. Wishing Simon Neilson all the best with his new book coming soon, Caleb, and can't wait to read Circus.
Yeah.
And then I really enjoyed this book. It was a real page turner, and I read it in just over an hour. Fast paced, packed full of surprise, a perfect short read. A great read, a great bargain price. It's original, very topical in this info age we all live in, and by a brilliant writer. And then the best one, all I can say is buy this book and read it for yourself. Once I started reading, I couldn't put it down. Great story and an even better ending. Will we see more of the Apocalypse Room?
Fantastic.
And that was my review.
I know, I remember that one. They're really nice comments. They're the sort of comments that, like, they just put a smile on your face. And if you're having a moment where you can't think of, like, you get a bit of writer's block and everything, you read comments like that and it sort of like spurs you on a little bit. And you go, yeah, that's nice, thank you.
Yeah,
so yeah, it does. It has put a smile on my face. So
yeah,
nice.
Definitely. I'm glad. I'm glad it's doing so well. But, I think the main question is, why zombies? I know the circus isn't, but why zombies? Why zombies?
When I've always been into, I've always enjoyed horror books from teenage years. When I was younger, I was more into like fantasy and science fiction. That's what I used to read, and then it sort of like developed into horror. And I think two of the first books I read when I was younger was Zechariah, about a young girl in a nuclear holocaust, and she survives in a valley. And the other one was I Am Legend, the book. And I read those when I was younger. And then I started getting into the late 70s, early 80s, you know, Stephen King, James Herbert, Layman, Bradbury, those sort of novelists. Nice. And then, what was it, it's got to be just as I was writing The Circus, I started watching some zombie films. And I thought, these are quite good fun, actually. And I got into them, and then I started reading a few books like iZombie. I've got a friend of mine who lives up in Leeds. His name's Dale. He's a massive, massive zombie fan. And then he started getting me into stuff over the last few years, and we swapped books and stuff. And that was it. And then I went from, like, reading zombie books to apocalypse books and infection-based books, and I just liked that apocalyptic sort of, like, scenario. How would you survive if this happens? What would you do? You know, who would you save? And I just got an interest in it, and it just went from there. And then I just find I enjoy writing it. Like Caleb and the Apocalypse, I enjoyed writing them immensely. And that's it, really. But yes, I do like the zombie films. I mean, 28 Days Later is probably my favourite.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, films. That's so good films. Oh, yeah. Don't be started on it. I've got big films. Yeah, I've watched that so many times. If I'm ever having a bored moment at home, if it's a Sunday afternoon and I'm not talking to you like today, I'll probably whack on 28 Days Later or 28 Weeks Later. Yeah. Or one I watched recently, The Undead, about an American airman that crashes in Africa while there's a zombie apocalypse going on. That was a good film. So good on air, sorry. I was going to say, I had a look at the trailer of that, The Undead, but has it got a bit in it where there's like a cowboy type bloke? I watched the trailer, I typed in The Undead and it come up. I didn't really come up with much, so I typed in just Undead, and it come up with a trailer, and I watched the trailer and thought, I remember seeing this, but it weren't how you described it.
I don't remember the cowboys. I mean, I'm assuming whether they're Hollywood movies or B movies or European movies, I'm sure there's loads of films with Undead in the title somewhere.
Possibly,
but this one was about an American airman. They're evacuating, the plane crashes, and he has to survive in Africa while there's loads of zombies roaming around. Yeah. And it's quite, I think it's only about 3 or 4 years old. So it's pretty new.
Oh, quite well. Yeah, it's not
no, I don't remember any cowboys in that one.
Well, it's funny because I watched the trailer. I think this was more in like an Australian, like, low budget sort of film. And because I watched the trailer and because the only bit I ever remember this film, I've got it downstairs somewhere. But he's not a cowboy, but he's got like a cowboy hat on. He's got a big bushy beard. And he's got, are they called stirrups, like the star things that cowboys wear on the boots?
The old spurs, yeah.
Spurs one, yeah. And there's a bit where they're in this house surrounded by zombies, and he jumps, does a front flip, kicks his feet into the wall above a door frame, and just starts shooting these zombies upside down. And I saw that bit in the trailer and thought, nah, this ain't what he was on about.
No, that sounds like a movie that I'll probably need to go and have a look at and think,
I'm sure that was just called Undead. Just Undead.
Oh, right.
That's what I ended up searching for. But yeah, it's worth having it. That made me laugh.
But yeah, I mean, it's just, I think the interest is, it's just, like with those sort of films, it's just moved on from there. And I just find it good fun. You know, there's no harm in it. Just sit down, make the DVD on or get a decent zombie book out, sit down, turn off for an hour or two and just read or watch. Yeah, definitely. It's just fun, really, isn't it? It's nice, yeah. I've grown up with like zombies and stuff for ages. One of my good mates used to be, well, he still probably is. But we used to be like big zombie fans of that. We used to watch all the films and that. And we used to go out and try and make our own like little short films and that. But we never really got like into doing it. But yeah, we used to just sit and count like Shaun of the Dead.
I can probably tell you word for word. I could probably sit here and reel it out right now. I've seen it so many. I've seen it. We sat one day and we watched the whole film. We watched the film. There's about 3 commentary loads on this. We watched the film with all 3 commentaries. Then we even watched it with subtitles. We just sat there. We really, really watched the crap out of it. And I'll come out now and I'll probably sat word for word.
It's a good. I haven't seen it for a while. I haven't really watched it for a while, but it is good. And I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. What you read on the internet and everything, but I just read that Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are zombie fans. And I can imagine they are. I think they seem like them sort of they're cool people. So I can imagine they probably are zombie fans. But I tweeted him the other day. I tweeted Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. You're right, who's a director of like Shaun the Dead and Pop Fuzz, and I think he did Space as well. And I was like, are you zombie fans? Come over to zombielifepodcast.wordpress.com and check out our brand new podcast. It's the best zombie podcast around, sort of thing. And I was like, no, I didn't get an answer back. A little bit disappointed. So if you're listening, guys, I'm not happy you didn't reply to me. Hey, mate, you get celebrity fans, that's it. I mean, you're moving up the rankings even more then, aren't you? I've been listening to the show, and you and Ed are making me laugh. You are making me laugh, especially Ed's attempts at the English accent. That's making me laugh.
He tries hard. It's funny. Have you listened to the Dirty Rotten Show? Which is Ed's other. It's Ed's podcast. His first podcast he did with Dirty Pete, another friend of mine. That I met through Ed. And we Skype and that, and they do their show together, but they're like a married couple. They've been friends for like forever, and they're so bit. But on the recent one, episode 27 or something, they were talking, and Ed, they asked something, and Ed said, "Yes, if you've got any answers, blah blah blah." He said, "Email znblpodcast@gmail.com," and Pete went, "What are you fucking doing?" And he went, "What?" He went, "You trying to promote your show or something?" He went, "What do you mean?" He went, "You just give out the wrong fucking email address." No, I didn't. And they start bitching about it, but it's so funny. It's like listening to a gay married couple go at it.
He's going to love that you said that now, a gay married couple.
I don't care. They know it's true. I don't mean nothing by that. Yeah, but that's funny as fuck when they go off on one. But yeah, me and Ed haven't got to that stage yet. We're
No, I mean, Ed started following Caleb when it was on Twitter. That's how I first got talking to Ed, because Caleb was a Twitter story. That's how it started life out. And he started following it and commenting and saying how he enjoyed it, and that's how I first got speaking to him. Yeah,
I think that's how I ended up following his guys, because he was following the story in that, which I'd see him talk to you about it. So if I always flick through and have a look, see who people are talking to, and if it's like anything zombie related, I'll always have a look into it. Yeah, which got me into it. But I did originally think your name was Caleb.
Yeah.
I think I did email you at one point saying, is your name actually Caleb or is it something else?
That's how it started life. It was like, because Caleb's written in the first person, everything's I, me, this, that, and everything. And everybody I'd get emails or direct messages on Twitter or people mentioning me going, hi Caleb, like this. And they're talking to me like, my name's Caleb. And it's like, brilliant.
You just assume though, didn't you? I think it's a problem. You just assume that you see someone called, but then if I saw someone on Twitter called like Shit Your Pants Crazy, I wouldn't assume that's their name.
No.
But I just, you see Caleb and you just think, oh, this dude's name must be Caleb.
Yes.
But it weren't until I asked you and you were like, no, my name's not Caleb at all.
My name's not Caleb at all. But no, that was good fun. I found it constrictive on there because you've only got like 140 characters. People saying to me, oh, is there an update on the story? And, I had to keep going on Twitter and doing loads of posts just so I could get like at least half a decent story. And then I transferred it over to a blog. And then people used to read. And I think Eddie started following the blog as well.
Yeah.
And I think I was halfway through the story when the Joy over at Zombie Feed said to me, I know a publisher, which was Nightwash, who might be interested in this because I'm enjoying the story.
Yeah.
So I stopped writing, got in contact, sent a few chapters to Nightwatch, and they went, yeah, we like it. And then I had to write the other half, which wasn't on Twitter or wasn't on my blog. So that was quite daunting, thinking, oh, God, people like it. Now I've got to write the other half.
Damn it. Why do I have to do this?
Damn it.
But then it's incentive to do it, isn't it? It's incentive to go out and I'd be more like, oh, well, I can't really be bothered to finish this book. I haven't got anybody publishing it anyway. If you've got someone who says, yeah, fuck it, we'll publish it. We really like it. You're like, shit, yeah, definitely. Now definitely got to finish it. I have to come